Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for serving this week and for watching this video to prepare to lead your small group Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to continue to teach our kids about contentment, learning to be okay with what you have. We will be instilling the truth that they can trust God no matter what. And in our Bible story from Exodus, we will teach our kids how the Israelites were so focused on what they didn't have that they completely missed out on what God was providing for them. Our verse this month is, "Then he said to them, watch out, be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." Luke 12:15. As the kids come in, you're going to have a jar in the center of your small group area. Give each kid a turn with 3 pom-poms to try and make it into the jar. From standing above the jar that's on the floor and their arms stretched out, they will have 3 pom-poms to try and get it into the jar. Then you can also challenge them by maybe putting a chair for them to stand on and seeing if they can make it from even higher. So that's your opening activity. Then you can move on to our next activity, which is putting a taped line along the middle of the floor, long enough for each of the kids to fit on it standing on the line. Then you're going to have them line up on the line facing you and tell them that you're going to be calling out different foods. If they think the food is yucky, have them jump off the line to one side. And if they think the food is yummy, they'll jump off the line to the other side. You can determine which side is going to be which when you set it up. Then transition to large group by telling them that they had some strong opinions when it came to different foods, and that in the Bible story today, they'll hear about some special food that God provided for his people. After large group, you're going to divide your group into 2 smaller groups within, and have those 2 smaller groups circle up. So one circle group here, one circle group here. Then each kid is going to receive a quail activity page, and you're going to set out, then you have 2 different art supplies. You're going to have a pack of glitter markers that look special, and you're going to have a box of regular crayons. So you're going to give one group the special markers, the other group the crayons. And it's purposely intended that way so they have different supplies to work with. So you're going to have them decorate their quail using the supplies that are in their circle while you're reviewing the Bible story today and they're coloring. Then you'll probably start to notice that some kids from the crayon group are going to notice that, hey, those kids in the other group have better art supplies to color with. And they may point that out. Turn it into a discussion then. And that complaining doesn't make the situation better. But choosing to focus on what you have to work with right in front of you is the better choice. Then have them all make one big circle and share all of the art supplies. Remind them that if we're not careful, we can be like the Israelites from the Bible story. We need to stop and be grateful so we don't miss out on what we have now. Share about a time when you wanted something and were so focused on it that you weren't able to enjoy the thing that you already had. Then for the next activity, have kids partner up and sit back to back. You're going to give them a sticky note, and on that sticky note, they're going to draw something that they're thankful for. Once they're done drawing something that they're thankful for, they're going to put their sticky note on their partner's forehead, much like the game Heads Up, where the person wearing the sticky note has to try and guess what's on the picture. So when their team is called up in front of the group, the person who drew that picture is going to help give them clues as far as to how to guess what they're thankful for. So after all the pairs have had a turn to play, then you're going to list off some of the different things that people drew that they were thankful for, just as a reminder, and to remind them to stop and focus on what they have to be thankful for versus focusing on what they don't have, and because they might miss out. Then for our last activity, you're going to be using the memory verse word cards and playing a game to collect all the cards and put them in order. So you're going to scatter, and you've got 2 sets for each for kindergarten, 2 sets for first grade. You're going to scatter the memory verse cards all around your circle so you could put out 2 sets at one time. And then you're going to choose 2 kids to be the guard. Or it could, if you don't have very many kids in your group, you could have you and your other leader be the guards. And so the guards are going to be on either side of the circle holding the piece of pool noodle. And the guards can't move around, so they're going to be stationary, but they will try and tag kids that are going for memory cards right around them that they could reach. So if you tag a kid, that kid will sit down. Then Once all of the cards are collected, choose if the kids all get tagged before all the cards are collected, then you're going to choose 2 new people to be the guards and continue play. Or if you and your other co-teacher are the guards, then you can decide once all the kids have been tagged, you can say, okay, everybody back in, and let them keep trying to collect without getting tagged. Then once you have all of the cards taken up, have them put those verses together. So if you've got 2 sets going out there, each of the sets has a little number in the bottom. So it's numbers 1 through 14 for your set. So you can actually, they can make sure that they have 1 of each, and they can trade and mix and match and make 2 sets of the memory verse. Then you're going to want to read it out loud together. Ask the kids what it means to be on your guard. And then relate it to needing to be on your guard against wanting more and more things. Because with contentment, it's so important not to miss out on what you have right now. Finally, as you close out your time together, have the kids sit in a circle with you and go around the circle sharing what you are most thankful for right now. Then pray for your group to ask God to help focus on what they have this week so that they can be content. Well, that wraps up our Sunday together. Text Timmy the keyword Yoda if you've watched this video to prepare to lead your small group Sunday, and discovering that when we focus on what we don't have, we might miss out on what we do have. Thank you again, leaders, for serving, and have a blessed week.